my name is Sarah, and today I'll be teaching you how to divide radicals. So, the first rule in dividing any radical is that you cannot have a radical in the denominator. So, in order to solve this problem, you would have to multiply it by the denominator, which is radical 5, and make the denominator the numerator, which would be radical 5 over radical 5, which would give us 4 times radical 5 over 5, which would be our answer for this problem. Let's try another example. Say you had a radical in the numerator as well. You would still use the same concept. So you would multiply it by radical 4 over radical 4, which in this case would give you 2 times radical 12 over 4. But because 12 can be simplified further, then you would factor it. So 2 times radical 12 can be broken down to 2 times radical 4 times 3. And because 4 is a perfect square that squares into 2, then you would bring 1, 2 up and multiply. So you would get 4. So your real answer would be 4 radical 3 over 4. And because these can be divided by 4, then it would just be radical 3. Let's try a bit of a harder problem, dividing with binomials, radicals. So you had the problem 3, or let's change that. Let's use radical 15 over 2 minus radical 2. Now, generally it's the same, but there are a few things that change. For one, you would bring over the entirety of the denominator, not just the radical. And you would flip the signs. So 2 minus radical 2 is now 2 plus radical 2. So multiply radical 15 by 2 plus radical 2. You get 2 times radical 15 plus radical 30. And you would multiply the denominator as well. And so you would have 4, because 2 times 2 is 4. You would then multiply 2 times radical 2. So you would get 2 radical 2. Then negative radical 2 times 2, which would be negative 2 radical 2. And then negative 2 times negative radical 2 times positive radical 2. So you would get negative 2. And because these two are numerically the same, just with different signs, they cancel each other out. So it's 4 minus 2, which would give us the answer of 2 radical 15 plus radical 30 over 2. And that would be our answer.